Hi guys, welcome back to another episode in Vedic Astrology. It's been a while since I made the last video, and my apologies for that. But I've been trying to see how to make this thing the most useful. In the past, I've been making videos about the theories of Jyotish, right? It's about the description of the various signs, the various houses, and so on. Today, I'm going to take it a step further and just try to get into the nitty gritty details of a chart. So, we're actually going to look at a chart and try to analyze from that. And I decided to start with the horoscope of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the great, the bodybuilder who I'm sure most of you know about him. He's Mr. Universe. God knows how many times in the 70s. He went on to make movies in Hollywood. He was an action hero. He Terminator and all that. And then he went on to become governor of the state of California in USA. And he has had a full life. Achieved a lot in life, coming from very humble beginnings. So we're going to do his chart, and yeah, so we'll take it from there. All right. So this is Arnold Schwarzenegger's Jyotish chart. So, so this is his Rasi chart right here. So let's see. So here's a Gemini rising with Mercury sitting in the first house, Gemini, Venus and Saturn and Sun sitting in the second house and Cancer, Jupiter in Libra in the fifth house, Ketu in Scorpio in the sixth, Moon in Sagittarius in the seventh, and moving on, you see Mars and Rahu in the 12th house in Taurus. Okay, what's the first thing that you notice here? First Lord in the first house. So Mercury, which is the first Lord, is sitting in the first house. So first house is very, very strong. Mercury is very strong here because first house is the Lagna, and the Lagna is, if the Lagna is strong, the whole chart is strong. Okay, what else do you notice? Jupiter, benefic aspect, aspecting the first house. Moon, again, another benefic aspecting the first house. So first house, which is already strong, is made like much stronger. Okay, and then we see Venus sitting in the second house. Venus is a natural ruler of the second house, it's Taurus, right? I think I mentioned it to you. So Venus sitting in the second house is a very good thing. It's also sitting with its best friend Saturn. That makes it even better. Of course, Sun is a mutual enemy for both Venus and Saturn, so that kind of reduces the power. And also, they're sitting in Moon, which is not exactly a great friend of Venus and Saturn. But anyway, so that's another thing to consider. But look at this. This is his Navamsa chart right here, and you see this thing, the Venus, right? It's in Cancer in both the Rasi chart and Navamsa chart. So it's in Vargotama. So anytime a planet is in the same sign in both Rasi and Navamsa, it's called being in Vargotama, and that's a very very powerful position. Okay, that makes the planet very strong. The significators of the planet become strong. So Venus is the significator of what? Arts, right? Um, Performances, arts, yeah, and you know that Arnold is basically a performer. He's a bodybuilder, yes, but he's basically he's on stage, he's performing, and then he became an actor, which is again performance. So undoubtedly the strong Venus gave him all that, and Venus here is sitting with Moon, which is in its own house, so that makes Venus even stronger. Moon is sitting in Cancer here, so you know and look at this, his first house, which is already strong in Rasi, becomes even stronger because a strong Mercury occupies the first house. It's aspected by Jupiter again over here. Okay, so I mean, super strong first house. First house is what? It's the physical body, right? And Arnold is basically known for his physique. He is a bodybuilder and so on. No wonder, because his first house is just massively strong here. And looking at the Navamsa too, it's It's no wonder that he was a bodybuilder. And strong Venus again, performance, arts, and that sort of stuff. And look at this. If Venus is actually um, the ruler of the fifth house in Rasi, and also the 12th house. And fifth house is fun and games. It also is significator of children, of primary education, intelligence. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think those who know about him, he is supposed to be a very very intelligent person, right? That's both, the fifth house, strong fifth house, and strong Mercury. So it's because of that that he's so intelligent and he's playful. I mean, he hardly takes himself seriously. If you notice, I mean, we don't know him personally, but but his persona is such that he's a very playful, joyous person. So all of that is, you can see very clearly from his charts, right? And Venus is also the ruler of the 12th house. So 12th house, see what's in the 12th house? It's got Mars and Rahu. Rahu is significator of politics. It's a significator of movies and cinema and anything glamorous, money making, that sort of stuff. I'm not saying politics is glamorous or money making, um, but Rahu is significant of politics, separately. So obviously, you know that he has been in glamorous positions all his life, and he's a politician too, right? He was governor of California, state of California, for many years. So you can see all that happening because Venus is very strong, and Mars, because he's a bodybuilder. He's a Martian guy, right? He comes in action movies, so you can see the influence of Mars in his life. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was Mercury, strong Mercury. But Mercury is also the ruler of his fourth house here, Virgo. And if you know his history, um, he has had, he actually made a lot of money in real estate. Even before he made his millions in movies and that sort of stuff, he actually became close to being a millionaire in real estate. He made a killing in real estate when he first came to the U.S. So strong Mercury does that. That's what's happening here. And fourth house is sorry, I'm saying this backwards here, but fourth house is house, home, real estate, land, all those things. So you see how all that fits in. Now finally, let's look at this Dasamsa chart. Let me go here. This is his Dasamsa chart, right? So Dasamsa chart is it's a chart of career, fame, what you're known for in the public, right? So again, check it out. Ascendant Aquarius. It's got Mercury there again with Rahu, right? So Rahu, as I told you, is about sudden fame, glamour, politics, and all of that, right? So once again, strong Mercury, strong first house, and again, ninth house aspect of Jupiter. See, Jupiter is sitting in Gemini, and Jupiter is again sitting in a Mercury house. So Mercury is played even stronger, as if it wasn't already strong. And Moon, another benefic, is sitting in Jupiter's house. So Jupiter ninth house aspect again the first house, right? And what else do you see? Mars sitting in Libra, Venus sitting in Aries. So this is a mutual yoga. It's called Parivartana yoga. So which makes both planets strong. So once again, it's almost like when two planets sit in each other's houses, it makes they have like a mutual what's the thing called ah forget that word, but basically what's happening is they both transfer their energies to each other and make each other stronger. So Mars and Venus, they both become strong, even though individually they may not be strong, but because of this combination they become very very strong. So we already made the case that Venus is strong, and now it becomes even stronger because of this Parivartana yoga. Mars becomes strong too, and you can see this Martian, aspects in his life. Bodybuilding, lifting weights, iron. That's considered Martian, right? Dealing with metals and stuff, and he's been an action hero and is known for a powerful physique, and it's all Martian related um, activities. So yeah, that's all I have to say. It's from his charts here, it's really really obvious why he is what he is.